Let's go. It's go time, folks. If I scooch back, can you see better? That's right. That is right. Saturday. This is Super7 Scumbug and Flocked Splinter. Glary as hell. They need to invent... Maybe they're already invented non-glare plastic. That's probably a thing, right? A fellow Cody in the chat. Cody with a K. You love to see it, folks. Oh, man, we got some shorts. Lucky you folks. You get to see some thigh. What's up? What's up, Trixart? How's it going? It's the last day of what was Super 7 week. As we get on to the final bits in the wave, we've covered Wingnut, Dunkin Don, and Zach the Neutrino, and as you can see, we have left Scumbug and Splinter. We're just, which one should we open first? I haven't had a flocked figure maybe ever in the modern age. I know with like Masters of the Universe, He-Man stuff, I believe some of my brothers probably had, I think they had like a flocked, like Battle Cat or something, or what's the purple one? Where the heck is Shredder? Where is my Shredder? I put him somewhere. Oh, he's in my turtle van. That's where he is. They've done like 2 Shredders, so they've done a bunch of Shredders so far. But yeah, which one? First one to shout it out. What you want to go with first? Don't be shy. I'm kind of thinking if I had to nudge you in a direction. Wow, fuck it. We're gonna go with Scumbug then. That's what you get. Scumbug. Let me bring you in close so you can see. I think. Ooh, already very good. So you're gonna have to, if we get the angle for the glare. As you can see, Scumbug looks fantastic. What's up, Julian? Pretty dead on to the cartoon, and actually pretty much the same design NECA did. I guess, there's not a whole lot of places people want to go with Scumbug. Mutant Mayhem certainly took it in a different style. But you have the art here. He is a villain. Scumbug, the turtle bustin' exterminator. Let's go. It did come like with their standard slipcover, which is really cool with the Scumbug medallion, like a worms, and I guess that's his like antenna, not worms and bugs. But you love that. I miss the brown mailer boxes, but I get it. What can you do? All right. Pop open this here Scumbug. The red backing there. What popped out already? Did I already drop a hand? It's probably the fastest I've ever dropped a hand. Look, you can already see. It's very, very nicely detailed. So this is Scumbug here. Super 7, they're pretty good on the tie department. They just have one twisty tie, which much preferred. That's all you need, folks, because you'll see they're molded into the plastic so well, it's hard enough to get them out there. His spiral eyes on the alternate head, yeah, those are cool. Maybe we push the head out first? Ooh, there we go. Look at Scumbug. The detail on this figure is super cool. He has he's just covered, I guess those are like cockroaches. But man, he's all bloodshot. He's been having a rough day. I love when they keep like the humanness. That's kind of gnarly. His skin's like coming off in like tatters, right? That's wild. And you can see, this you don't see a lot. He has like a very pronounced, like midsection. Doesn't give you a lot of crunch, but that's very interesting. A little midriff. He's enjoying the summer. So, articulation. Full Townsend. Ooh, this is a sharp guy. You got to be careful where you're grabbing. Really pokey. Standard shouldery stuff. It is very sick. KVBM. Very sick. Single jointed. I don't mind single joints at all. I know people like double, but I don't know. Then, ooh, look at his gnarly hand. The splits. Ooh, he's limber. He's on like... Do they do the splits on the balance beam? Probably. Kick forward pretty decently. Can still kind of kick back even though he has his shell. I guess these are maybe wings too. Does he fly in the cartoon? And then he's got single jointed leg there. And then pretty much 2 different feet. He has one, the whole like bug foot. That's pretty gnarly going on. And then one, it's starting to turn into the bug foot. So he's got the boot still. Standard stuff there. All that jazz. But yeah, epic details. Look at the belt. And the belt, I like that. The belt has like some give to it. Does the belt... Ooh, you could even undo the belt if you wanted. That's interesting. So like the belt could come off all the way. And then he's got like his shirt. He's a friendly guy. Tiny Turt in the house. Okay, so what do we got for the accessories? We've seen the one hand. Whew, should I get everything out so it's faster? Man, there's some wild stuff in here. Like what is going on there? And then we'll save the hands for after. So there's his, you know, I don't know if he's hypnotized or if he's hypnotizing you. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, and it's kind of, he has his hair, I guess he always has it up. But it's more like curly cued out because I guess he's just going crazy. Then we have his Toxid, he doesn't know how to spell, I guess. Turtle Kill. So this is his, kind of like his proton pack, really, which he's got like all these wires going everywhere. That is sick. Because he is an exterminator, mind you. So I believe there's a peg there. I think that's just going to peg into the back. Get that in there. Like so. And then he's ready. And I think it feels like he has a little bit of a Bane thing going on where he's hooked up to the juice, it would seem. So that goes into his shirt. Yep. So that's pretty dope. Like that's what gives him his bug strength. And then this one, the little, like the gun, it's like a gas station gun. Basically, I mean, I guess no, it's an exterminator gun. You don't go to the pump and have like 4 feet away from your freaking car, though that would be cool. But that hooks, I guess, just there's a little hole there. Right, and then I think even you could switch blasters on it if you wanted to. I think. There's another hole on this one. That's pretty cool. They give you like 2 options. Like this one, I guess this one's more business. That's when he's just doing his day job. And then this one is when he needs to blast some turtles, right? So now we do need to get into the extra heads. This figure is dope. Like, they're just, oh no. You gotta be, I feel like It would be nice if these were a little bit longer. Ooh, those can, interesting. Those can pop out too. So like instead of breaking, if you're messing with it, it's just going to pop out. I like, that's a good touch. Because it is a little tight. Because you can't, there's not necessarily a lot of extra. Even though it's springy, if that makes sense. So let's get his hands. He has a bunch of human hands and a bunch of bug hands. They are very cool. I think, I don't know, when you give Super7 a bunch of detail to work with, I really like to see them just going wild. What does he have here? Where did I put that? The F? How do I lose stuff? How do I lose stuff mid-live? How does that even... How is that possible? Whatever. I was looking for my cutting utensil. I don't know. But, because he has 6 bugs. I don't necessarily want to take them all out and lose them. But he comes with a bunch of bugs that I feel like... Wait a minute. So he has all these bugs with like little pegs. And I noticed there's like a peg on his wrist. Is that... Uh-oh. Ooh, that's wild. Yeah, you can peg the bugs onto him. How? Okay, I do got to get all the bugs out. They got me. You got me, Super7. Let's bug him up. That's a really neat detail. Like these little tiny bugs. Where else? I'm looking. Maybe they just give you extra bugs in case you lose them. Probably they just gave you like 2 extra. Because if you're me, almost certainly going to lose one of them. Dope. Okay. So, interesting pair. So half is mutated, half is not. So he has like a mutated fist, and then a warty human fist. And then he has a mutated grabby hand and a warty human grabby hand. And then I suppose that's kind of like a trigger finger, but also pointy. You need a pointer finger. And then this is like a true human trigger finger. So let's do the trigger finger hand. And you know me, we're always going pointer finger hand if we... Ooh, that one. Oh God, there's some sharp spots on that. I definitely like the pointer hand. Oh shit, I dropped a bug. I'm overly concerned that I'm gonna be like losing bugs. So let's do... What's up, Garfield? It's been a while. Let's get that in there. Wait. Dagnabbit. Get in his damn hand. The gun, the gun is like a nice rubberiness to it, but the hand... Here, let's do this. The hand. I needed to bend just a bit. Okay, so there's that. Oh gosh, the sun. You got too interested in Kanye? Yeah, I mean, I guess that'll happen. No, he needs the grabby hand. I mean, you kind of picked a bad time to be interested in Kanye, but I guess you can't. I guess you can only hop on whatever era is current, huh? So look at this dude. That's sick. As a kid, this is the Ninja Turtle action figure I always wanted. Yeah, I never had this one. There was so many of them. My parents bought me a lot when you think about it, because, like, I mean, back in the day they were cheaper, but when you go through inflation, they were still pretty expensive. So I had at least, I don't know, like 30 or 40, which is a lot. But I feel like that's just like scratching the surface of what TMNT had. But for some reason, I never got Scumbug. And so, I don't know, Super 7 is a way to like relive my childhood and, you know, experience parts of it I didn't get. Let's try the crazy head. That came off really nicely. Did I just lose another bug? Fuck. I heard something boing away. I don't think I did, though. Maybe I did. No, I don't know. Okay, so not a ton of head movement, but who needs it when you're just like a crazy exterminator? Never got Scumbug. Muckman, which I got. Yeah, I had Muckman. I never got Pizza Face. Scumbug. Yeah, he does look cool. The 3 you wanted most. Yeah, I mean, I basically wanted all of them. But it was also like, it was the kind of thing where you never had like a full grasp of all the figures. I guess you could look at the back of the box, but it wasn't like now where you can like easily look up every single figure. So if you saw it on a commercial, it was there, but if you missed it, or you never saw it in stores, it's just what it was. I only had bootleg figures from Mexico. So hey, some of those Mexican bootlegs are freaking awesome. So those are sweet. And I think there's a pretty good market for them now. So yeah, this is Scumbug. Let me try again to put, you can see like the little dainty bug, which is a fun little aspect to it. Look at that. That is sick. And if you want to see like a quick comparison of the wave so far, we have, here is Slam Dunkin Donnie. Goggles came right off. I just finished and uploaded the video for him. A Raphael action figure. I do have, if we're sticking with Super 7 variant turtles, here's Space Raph. So he's fighting like space from, bugs from space. Victoria, is that from a show? Yeah, this is from the cartoon show. Not a lot of the Playmates figures necessarily were from the cartoon show or match the designs, but Scumbug, this one is pretty dead on. For whatever reason, some of the figures did match the show. And then, you know, Dunkin Don with the hoop backboard is a shield, which is sick. So there's that one. I have Zach the Neutrino in box because I still need to make the video. But there's Dawn. Oh no! Oh no! And then the other one, the big bad of the wave, is Wingnut, which is maybe one of the most. No, I didn't make these. These come from a company called Super 7. Is a toy company. Super 7. If I could make these, man, I would quit my day job. But yeah, and Wingnut is just bonkers, right? Freaking bonkers. So it's a stellar wave. I knocked him down. His pack fell out, but check that out. This is some wild stuff going on here. Wild. Okay, so to finish off the wave, now we are in need of, oh shit, shit. Do yourself a favor, if you're ever going live, however big a table you think you need, just go ahead and get a bigger table. You know, just you can't ever have a table too big. It's the one thing I've learned in life. Virtually impossible. You always need more table. So, Scumbug. Yeah, like it's interesting. It's not loose, but it's easy to knock it out. Same with like the tubes, the tubies. But well, are you kidding? I feel like I just noticed this before we go on to Splinter. I feel like there's like this thing. I feel like that's meant to like hang it. Ooh, that's cool. That's a cool touch. I feel like that's what they were going for, right? So yeah, there's Scumbug. Let's do a little tidying up on him. Especially these tiny bugs. And now, the piece de resistance is... Where is he? Where is he? No. The granddaddy of them all. Just put this guy over here just so I don't drop him further. Flocked Splinter. Now, they've already made a Splinter pretty early on. I don't know what wave it was, like 3 or 4, or maybe 2. I don't know. Maybe 1. But this one is flocked, right? So the packaging is going to be the same. Splinter, the good guy leader. In the bio, if you wanted to read the bio. Splinter, a mutant rat, is a philosophical and martial arts teacher, the sensei to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's a master in ninjutsu and has taught the turtles the secrets of the ninja, the Bushido Code, and the warrior's way. Again, I purchased this from Super7, and damn, now I do need... Where did my cutter thing go? Oh, I found it. Okay. Non-stop about basketball Donatello. Nobody can blame you, because he's freaking cool. I mean, look at the shoes. Anybody into shoes? Look at those turtle sneaks. Come on, man. He's incredible. Incredible figure. So rad. Let's go. Flocked Splinter. Let's see what the flock is going on. You're welcome. You're welcome for that joke. It's a grade A joke. So yeah, he's basically, I believe he's the exact same Splinter character that they previously did. So if you have a Splinter, you don't necessarily need a new one, but I think the flocked one looks super cool. So he does, whoa. Okay, so there's a 2-tray thing going on. Get that on out of there. Wow, a whole second tray just for the extra robe, because he gets 2 robes, 1 cloth goods, and then 1 is this bad boy, like a plastic robe, which I think is very cool. Even has like a clasp, which, you know, clasping plastic, not the easiest thing to do, but it's nice. You got Super Shredder and Leonardo in Fortnite. Yeah, I got those too. I was actually playing earlier today. I'm trying to because I got like the Shredder, the Battle Pass, so I'm still working on unlocking Super Shredder. But I'll get there. Is it just, I guess it's just like experience or ooze based? I don't know. I probably suck at Fortnite. He has 1 tie around the feet, interestingly. Ooze. So because it seems like, it says there's like stages, but it's possible to get that much ooze. You know what? That cut's not working. You get it from doing... Yeah, I've been doing the quests, but I feel like the quests run out or something, but I don't know. I probably just haven't been playing enough. Okay, interesting. So, this is Flocked Splinter. So if you're not familiar, flocking, it's like little furry fabrics. I don't know how they do it, how it works, but it's like they glue it on. And so he's a fuzzy boy, which I just think it really looks fantastic, you know, and he's flocked all around. That's super cool. I wish you could feel, if you could feel the fuzz. I've heard some people saying like the flock is coming off, and I know over time it will or whatever, but I don't know. I'm rubbing him and it's fine. Is it better than the first release? I would say so, because it just... It just, I don't know. It looks cool. Is it worth it to, like, buy two? I don't know. But, yeah, so... Let's, you know what? We just got... He has, like, a real belt. You can take off the belt. I don't want to undo it all, because it's always a pain to, like, through the belt. So I'm just taking off the belt there. But you can see that's a shot. I mean, okay. Okay. We'll just show you the whole thing. $55, I think, is their current price. So they're definitely expensive figures. Previous waves you've been able to get on sale eventually. Who knows if that'll keep happening. But yeah, like he's all just flocked up. I wonder how flocking actually works. Like, some parts, like, here's a little bit of fluff that came off. I assume as you, like, manipulate it around, it's bound... Yellow? It's bound to, like... You're bound to lose some of the flock, but I don't know. I think it's cool. And I don't... These days, I'm not super rough on my figures at all, so... I assume as an adult collector, you should get a lot of usage out of your flock. What's up, Johnson? So he can do the full Townsend. He's buff. This one thing about this Splinter is he's really like, he's super buff. You might think he's a frail old man, but no, this is the Splinter that could definitely go toe to toe. So yeah, he's not going up a ton. No bicep cut on those big beefy biceps. Single jointed elbows. Regular hands. The legs. He's pretty limber. Like, he is Ninja Master Splinter. He could do some kung fu kicks. Thank you for the like, Johnson. How you doing today, Johnson? Everybody follow Johnson. Especially if you're into TMNT. Ooh, the legs are very smooth. Ooh, that's nice. The, like, original version I had, the first Super 7 version. Okay, let me show you. I think this is what people talking about, like, the flock coming off. Like, you got to be careful in the joints, because it's a tight connection where, like, the plastic meets plastic, so you can see it's kind of like shaved bits off. Granted, he's usually wearing like a robe or whatnot, so if it's a problem, you know, you could hide it. Not ideal though. It'd be cool. I don't know how you fix that if there's more clearance or whatnot, but that's probably what people are talking about when they're saying like the flock comes off. So probably don't do full Townsend shit, but you know, now you know. But yes, single jointed legs, and then he has obviously like kind of like the animal ankle thing. So pretty cool movement there, and the toesies. I don't know. It's just cute. Okay, if you do a flocked splinter, it's just going to be cute. But if you want to put him, oh, and there's the tail. Like the tail also has some articulation in it, and you can use it to help him stand and whatnot. So let's see how he works with his plastic gi. Is it a gi? I think it's a gi. Do you have loyal subjects, Raphael? I do, actually. You can see like one right behind me. Like so. I just put him back in the box. So you can see like, I think I have his accessories in like a tray somewhere, if I am remembering right. So there's that. But let's get back to... Yeah, so far the flock is only coming off in the joints. So interesting. Flocking, I don't know. How do we feel about flocking, folks? Are you a flocker? Do you abstain from flocking? What about best action? Loyal subjects is best action. That's what they call their line. So what I just showed you is the best action. Loyal subjects, they make different kinds of lines. Some they have like little like minifigures or whatnot, but their action figures itself, that's what they call their best action line. So let's see here. So you can see already, even this one, which doesn't cover the arms, it already hides like the shoulder problems. Your looks different. Oh, because they have, that's the IDW version that they made based on the comics. You might have like the Toon version. Because they have multiple different lines. Like they have like, yeah, those are all best action though. It's just like a different basis, or they're based on different versions of Raph. So yeah, I think, I don't know, generally, like the cloth goods is cool, but I kind of generally prefer like plastic, or I guess plastic is plastic, but this is the more like rubberized. So that's what you get there. If you wanted to see him next to his son, he's cheering him on at the game, like, yeah, you can do it. What do you do to the backboard? Let's look at his accessories, which are all very standard. Starting with the extra head. So here's like the wide eyes head, and then here is like a painted eyes head. And I don't know, you can see like just the flock. I like the way like the light hits it, and there's like, it just, I don't know, I really do like flocked. But we'll see how it holds up. Let's pop the head off. Ooh. I am kind of nervous because usually I'm very manhandly. And here's a question. There's a lot of people who heat their figures up so it doesn't break or not. You can't. Do you still heat flocked stuff? What are people doing? Nice, interesting. Like, look at this. This ball peg is a little different. There's like some texture to it. I feel like you usually don't get. Do you have the Last Ronin figure? I do have the Last Ronin stuff. Oh, okay. There we go. So I like the Splinter with eyes. That's the way to do eyes, I think. Like that. Okay, looks very fierce. So there is a little bit of ninjutsu action going on. He's got a bow, which is very nicely detailed and like painted with like the rivets, and a real string. That's cool. He does come with a little baby turtle, which again, standard. It's the same as what like he came with before. He comes with a steaming cup. I guess it could be coffee, probably tea. But I like the steaming effect, a little mug going on. He's got three arrows. I don't know how I feel about arrows and bow accessories, but you can see them all there. I think they're really cool, but in practice, it's really hard to get like a good bow pose and whatnot. Just almost impossibly hard. But you could. You totally could. You have original turtles and now the NECA as well. Yeah, I have a bunch of NECA, though I've never dipped into like the Toon line, really. I have like Universal Monsters. I have their like Mirage and Last Ronin figures. The Toon line, I don't know. It just didn't really call to me. So he has his standard like walking stick. What if we put his... I noticed he like looks... He's general upward looking. Glue? What about glue? So we have his walking stick. And then he has, you know, his cane, which is actually a sword in disguise. Which is one of my favorite pieces. Glue the arrow? Oh. Yeah, probably. Or like they do like the like little sticky tack stuff. But yeah, I mean arrows just seem like more trouble than they're worth, you know? We get again, the hands are all flocked too. So you get two karate chop hands. You just found 15 to 20. I don't know where I got 12. 15 to 20 mutation TMNT from 1993 at Goodwill. Whoa. That's super cool. Did you pick them all up? I assume. He's got... These are like, you know, like the Dragon Claw hands. Any One Piece watchers? This is totally Sabo Dragon Claw. Though Sabo does the Dragon Claw like this. But, you know, this is like pre-Dragon Claw. That hurts, by the way. Try to do that and then, like, grab stuff. I don't know. And he does have two grabby hands, though I am very nervous about the flocked. Oh, I think this is actually for the bow. I think, see, this is how he holds the arrow. I believe. Yeah, like he can hold like the arrow in his hand. You just got home from a Comic-Con in Illinois. That's pretty dope. Would you believe I've never been to a Comic-Con? Yeah, so here's the thing with the flocked figures. I don't trust, like, if you want him, say, to hold the staff, is that made from felt? I don't know what the material is. It's just, it's like, whatever furry material it is, the flock, they put it on the plastic. So there's like, you can see here, like in the legs, it's a plastic leg, and then they just like put the flocking on it. Had to, dude. Some vehicles as well. Ooh, the Pizza Tossin' Turtles. Some of my absolute favorite turtles ever. Those, I think, are one of my favorite sculpts. Easily. But did I lose the staff? So, like, you can do... There, he's, like, you know, holding the staff a little bit. But yeah, so like I was saying, if you want him to hold something... Yeah, it gets a little dicey, I think. Because I feel like you shouldn't be, like, pressing on the flock. Right? It's gonna, like, work away the flock, but I guess YOLO. Yeah, you can see... Probably not good. What is the mouse name from Ninja Turtles? Splinter? Yeah, this is Splinter. So yeah, like, he can hold it, but I feel like as soon as I take that out, I'm gonna have, like, shredded the flock on the palm. Which maybe you shouldn't flock the palm. I don't know, maybe it's expected to tear it off. But, you know. So you can do that. And this is also, like, his walking stick. His fake walking stick. Why does he look fuzzy? He looks fuzzy because this is called flocked. It's... Back in the day with the older toys, it was more of a common thing. You can still... There's still stuff that gets flocked, and some, like, Funkos get flocked. But it's generally not as common. For various reasons, I guess. You have one Super7 figure, and it's Ace Duck. I have that Ace Duck. I like that Ace Duck. Super fun. But yeah, well... I guess that's how we could hold the bow staff. Maybe. I don't feel comfortable, since it is flocked, like, jamming stuff in his hands, you know? Because it's I wouldn't say it's super delicate, but it's delicate enough. So maybe I'll do the bow. I don't know. And this is also where I'm not a huge fan of bow and arrows. I think they're hard to pose as toys. I would prefer, like, dedicated, like, a bow hand that's already holding it, maybe? Think about it. But I guess then you'd have to do 2 bows. But, you know, they could make it work. They think about toys all the time. They could make it work. Because, like, let's see here. I'll show you. So I jammed this in there, and now if we pull it out... Yeah, you can see it, like, tore up the palm. Right? So, like, you can't really put, like, pressure on the flocking. So it's like, how would you get him... There's just, like, no fucking way you could get his fingers to open up over the bow, you know? So that part of it, I don't know. You need, like, a special bow hand. That doesn't work for me. But again, it's not like... How often are you looking on the inside of the hand? And this is the grippy hand, so... It just seems like a weird thing you'd want to address. You know? But I'm relatively new coming back to flocking, because I didn't have a lot of flocked figures. But if you're careful, and he's doing, like, the dragon claw, pretty dope figure, I think. Pretty sick. And that's all his accessories. I guess you could do... You could do, like, he's dragon claw and some tea. maybe. Oh. Thumb? That's fun. So there is, Flocked Splinter, Dunkin Don, like so. We have let's do that again. I liked that. Scumbug. See if we can get them all in the frame. We have Wingnut. And then, fuck it. Let's get... I have to rebox him, but it's okay. Because here's a behind-the-scenes thing that goes on. I open the figures on live, right? Usually I open them live with y'all to enjoy it, have fun. And then I put them back in the box so I can film like the review part of it. So, if you ever wanted to know, it's all a lie, but you get the real stuff on TikTok. Ah shit, hold on, he's tied in there. I'm trying to figure out how I can work in. That's how big Wingnut is. Which is wild. I guess I could zoom it out. Yeah, Wingnut is freaking huge. As huge as you could imagine. Which is just wild. It's a crazy, crazy figure. But we can't leave out Neutrino Zach. That would be unthinkable. And then we also want to get out his hoverboard. You can't waste a hoverboard. Neutrino Zach, I think, is kind of maybe like the sleeper figure of the line. Like, look at him. Look at this whole wave of figures. I have to go back. Oh, shit. Stay with me, folks. It's always dicey moving a table with figures on it. You just need a little more space. Enjoy the kneecaps. Wow, you don't think of that. That's a weird shot. I do have shorts. That is Wingnut. That is Wingnut. I'm trying to do like a full view of this wave. It's just hard to do. Stand Donnie up. So there's Donnie. Slam Dunkin Donnie. Wingnut. Neutrino. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. They're going down like dominoes. So there's... We have some room over here. Scumbug and Splinter. Donnie. Giant, damn it. Damn you, Splinter. This freaking bow tripping us up. Did you know in the last Ronin all the turtles die? Yes. That is the whole thing about it. That's why he becomes the last Ronin, because all the other Toidles are dead. He's the last surviving one. So there is, this is a crazy line. There's Neutrino Zach with his blue paint. Hello, Ice. Yeah, I mean, it is sad. I don't know. I don't find the story that sad, honestly. But that's just like a level of like writing or whatnot. But The Lost Years, I think, is more sad, which is like the sequel. But yeah, here's Neutrino Zach on his board. It's hard to see them all. Here is Wingnut. Crazy huge Wingnut. What Raphaels do you have? I mean, I have a bunch. Kind of to the point where it's like I don't necessarily like catalog them all the time or think of it. I just mindlessly consume. Here is Scumbug, complete with his pack. Flocked Splinter, who's hanging out. Maybe he should be in the front. Flocked Splinter. And then Scumbug. What a wave. Dunkin Donnie, of course. Like, here's my space Raph. What is your favorite? Favorite Raph? I don't know, maybe like Wolfman Raph. Which I don't know where I put Wolfman Raph all of a sudden. He's pretty good. But there's Space Raph. But yeah, I'm kind of a huge fan of Super7. Oh, Wingnut also, I always forget this guy. Wingnut also comes with Screwloose. So technically that's the full wave. Where we have Wingnut and Screwloose, Dunkin Don, Neutrino Zach, Flocked Splinter, and then Scumbug. What's your favorite Raph? This is Robot Rocksteady, who's also huge. Just a cool figure. This is why Super7, they are pricey. Like, these ones are basically like $55 each. Scumbug was $65. I was talking to someone like, why is he more expensive? I don't know. I still like him. But yeah, I think he was $65. I don't know, maybe they're considering like the pack is big enough where it costs more or something. I still think he's worth it. I can't necessarily explain why he's $10 more than like Flocked Splinter or Neutrino Zach, but I don't know. Maybe it helps like subsidize the rest of the wave. But it's a killer wave. Wingnut, who's so huge and comes with a buddy, he's ooh, Screwloose better stay away from Scumbug, huh? Wingnut is $75. The Robot Rocksteady is awesome, and my favorite Raph is the NECA cartoon Raph. That's a cool Raph. I haven't really dipped into the NECA cartoon line so much. Hello again, likes balloons. How's it going? They have some more coming out. They have like I don't know if you guys and gals have heard of the Pizza Club turtles. They're re-releasing the 4 Toon Turtles, like Pizza Club editions. I'm going to pick those up. Yeah, I love Super7. Like, Super7 is just wild. I have like Genghis, because, you know, I had like a bunch from the previous waves. Jake Twitchin, the scoundrel. Jake is cool. If y'all like video games, be sure and follow Jake. But do you believe this? Jake, and this is why Jake is an evil person, Jake does not give his cat table scraps. That means his cat has never, like, licked a chip, eaten a bit of steak, a bit of chicken, pork, any of the delicious meats. It's never had a lick of ice cream or bread. My cat is 16 years old. And yes, Jake, I'm bringing this up because as soon as I learned this, it was lodged in my brain. That's wild. Like, how do you get by knowing that your cat hasn't had those simple pleasures in life? Over my cat's 16 years, she's had all kinds of shit And so she knows the taste. Like, she's gotten to live, and when she goes to cat heaven, she can tell her friends, I ate Pringles. You know? I ate Pringles. I had ice cream. That's because he doesn't know. He doesn't know he's been enslaved and he's been robbed of the pleasures of life. You know? Give him, at least, give him some bacon, for God's sakes, like a part of the meaty bacon, or a piece of chicken. God damn it, Jake. It drives me wild. But yes, Chris, I don't know if I ever left. But I guess technically I'm back. If you consider me going live or not, coming back. Who's enjoying the kneecaps, by the way? I don't know why it feels so scandalous. They're just regular. It just feels weird. People don't usually give you a shot where you have above and below. Don't do it. When Jake streams, you never see his legs. As far as I'm concerned, he doesn't have legs. But I have a small table. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But yeah, this is Super7 Wave 9, folks. Wave 9. You got to pay up for that? Oh no, I dole those babies out for free. That's free kneecaps. Totally worth it. I think this wave is spectacular. I don't know. At this point, I'm all in on Super7, so I just get the full waves. I haven't gone back and collected all the previous waves. I probably should, because why not have a full collection? Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. We're eating good today, chat. There's probably art. Like, you know what? If you think about it, if you're the person who's really into kneecaps, yeah, this is the best stream of your life. You know, you're like, oh my god. Usually And if you're into creaky chairs. The reason I have such a shitty chair is because I'm spending all my money on fucking figures. What do you think about all 3 TMNT movies? Okay. I'll lay down the straight dope. Obviously, TMNT 1 was far better than it had any right to be, right? That's a wild movie when you think about it. Like, it was an indie movie. It was based, like, taking the cartoon popularity, putting that live action with fucking puppets, and then basing it on the original comics. Like, that movie is nuts. Like, that movie is way better than it had any right to be. That movie is, like, a crowning achievement in cinematic history, if you ask me. The guy that used to come into Lily's chat and say belly button check every time. I don't remember that guy. But maybe I just spaced him out or something. Or maybe he got, like, muted. I don't know. And I just couldn't see it. But yeah, so TMNT 1, super awesome. TMNT 2 introduces Paige Turco, which we are finally going to get probably a Paige Turco action figure. I still need to make a video on that, but they're working out the details, so we'll finally get a Paige Turco April. But TMNT 2, aside from Paige Turco being amazing, the best April, I think TMNT 2 sucks. I'll be honest. It's a fun movie, but it sucks. They toned it down. They don't even use, like, their weapons. Every fight, they're, like, in the comic store or the toy store, and they're, like, hitting each other with, like, foam bats, fighting, like, foot ninjas robbing the store. It's ridiculous. TMNT 2 sucks, okay? I'm gonna put it on the line. TMNT 3 is better than 2. TMNT 3 is better than 2. It's very true to the comics. I don't care what people say about the suits. The suits look fucking awesome. Casey Jones is back. And they go back to Japan. Like, the moment where Casey Jones, he comes back, like, they call him over and he's like, I'm going to kick some ass. And they tell him, you just need to stay and babysit Splinter while we time travel back to Japan. And you'd expect Casey to freak the fuck out and be like, fuck this. I want to go crack some skulls. But he loves Splinter so much, he's like, right on, that would be a serious honor. He doesn't object at all. He fucking hangs out with Splinter. I'm crying. Waterworks. So Elias Koteas, fucking awesome. They go back to Japan. They're using their swords. They have samurai armor. TMNT 3 is a good movie. Anybody who tells you it's a bad movie, they can fuck right off. That's a fantastic movie. How do I feel about the TMNT collab in Fortnite? It's super fun. I've spent like $70 fucking on it at this point, and you can see I'm starting to get angry. The expletives are flowing. Has it been worth the $70? Absolutely not. Only an insane person pays $70 for a bunch of skins in Fortnite. I've only ever played with one turtle. Anyways, in fact, I only play with April. I've been playing with April for hours. I played with Mikey for some, and then I switched to April, and yeah, it's a super cool collab. It's fun, like how in depth they've gone with it, but it has not been worth it. You know, it's just, I mean, I've essentially paid for Fortnite, which is fine because, you know, games cost that much anyways, but I don't feel good about it. I don't feel bad about it. I don't know how to feel about it. Look at Wingnut's awesome Batman face. He's not Batman, but you know, it's Batman. It's fucking Batman. Like, look at his shit, his serious crime fighter face. Wingnut is just a spectacular figure, by the way. Super, super cool. Like, one of the coolest figures I own. This is the kind of shit you show your friends and they're like, wow, it's not weird that you collect action figures. It's never weird, but this is the kind of shit that impresses them. They're like, damn. Like, nobody looks at this and isn't like, that's freaking cool, you know? Because it's cool as hell. But yeah, does that answer all your questions? Probably. Just a stellar wave. Stellar wave of figures from Super 7 and Wingnut's little buddy, Screwloose, who he gets articulated arms for like a buddy figure is pretty wild. Like his wings you can move, and his tail. He has a cool tail. And some head movement. Not a ton, it's just like a regular ball. But super neat, you know? So yeah, this wave has been utterly spectacular. Dunkin Don. One thing I've forgotten in my videos. Oh shit! Fuck me. Anyways, so he has a cool pointer finger, but it can also just hold the ball. So he's doing like the ball spinning, which is insanely cool. My favorite character, Pigeon Pete. Let's say Pigeon Pete. That's what we're gonna go with. But look at Don, and yeah, I'm never gonna stop talking about how the basketball backboard doubles as a shield, which is just nutso. But you can also take it, and you have Basketball Don, which again, wasn't he in 2012? Yeah, I believe he was he was in the original cartoon show too. Not necessarily the same, but he fully became a character in 2012, and then the IDW series did it as well. Pigeon Pete is just fun. There's just no two ways about it. But the hoop, you can make a dope basketball hoop. Can he hold anything in the other hand? He only has one hand that connects with the basketball. Look at the hoop! Look at the hoop! He's fucking hooping. Just insane. We need to give him his alternate head sculpt. Oh, shit. Drop the ball immediately. Hold on. So much going on. Let's put... So look, here's his like... It's like Air Jordan. But, so he has that hand like he's spinning the ball. And then he has another hand where he's holding the ball, like palming it. Like so. I think, isn't this like the Air Jordan pose? What's your favorite Michelangelo action figure? Again, there's a ton. Off the top of my head, I'll just say Heat Boys Mikey, but also Wild West Mikey, I think is fun because he has a mustache. But look at Air Don. He's about to dunk it. He's almost there. What's up, Peace T King? It's been a while. But yeah, I don't know. This wave of figures is freaking cool. And, like, one of my favorite Mikeys, because again, I had, like, my Sewer Surfer stuff out for, like, the Dunkin Don video. So here's Mikey, guarding the paint. He's basically Dennis Rodman in his prime, you know? And then Dunkin Don is going to dunk over him and end his career. What's up, Oliver? Yeah, Sewer Surfer Mikey is pretty dang rad. I mean, he's all covered in like kelp and seaweed and crustaceans. He has barnacles on him, which if you have barnacles on your suit, I don't know, man. Thank you for the gift, Anthony. Thank you so much for the rose. But yeah, we could even do like, you know, there's not only is Surfer Mikey guarding the paint, but Neutrino Zach. So Donnie leaps up and he's like, oh, I'm going for this. And Neutrino Zach is like, psych. Because he's a cheater. He's not even from our dimension. He don't care. He don't play by no rules. But yeah. Yeah. This wave is sick. The sickest wave ever. Absolutely crushing it. I don't know. The next one to come out, I think, features Punker Don. So Punk Rock Don. Because for me, like, the regular turtles are fun. But as soon as you get into, like, the wild variant turtles, they become even more fun. Like, I also have, like, Sewer Samurai Leo, which, you can't tell me that's not one of the coolest things you've ever seen in your whole life. This one does have the Lucy hips, but, you know, it is what it is. He stands fine, generally. I don't know. Super 7, folks. Just absolutely love these figures. That's weird. Is there a Raph one? Yeah, so technically, they're like the costume turtles, right? So they're what they did in the original wave, the original figures, the Playmates figures back in the day. They did, you know, Sewer Samurai Leo, Sewer Surfer Mike. They did Undercover Donatello, which we don't have an Undercover Donatello. So our default, like, costume turtle, I guess, will have to be Donatello, but B-ballin'. And then the Raph one in that set was Space Cadet Raph. So it doesn't get cooler than that. You know? It just, you can't get cooler. He's just a super cool figure. He has a buddy too. He has like a space octopus that I don't have out. But yeah, at some point we might get Undercover Don. They did do Undercover Raph. As like, because they also did like a full wave of undercover turtles. But in this particular set, there should be a specific undercover Donatello who has like, he has like the fake nose mustache look and everything. They just haven't made him yet. Hopefully at some point. I don't know. I have all the skins on Fortnite. That's all I got. I got them too. Do you use the skins on Fortnite regularly? I feel like I don't regret the purchase, but I definitely didn't need to buy all 4 of them. I bought all 4 turtles. I bought Splinter, April. I bought the Shredder thing. And I haven't unlocked Super Shredder yet. But yeah, I'm like... It's like $70 in the hole. If not more. They should Revoltech version of this. Yeah, the Revoltech turtles were cool. I've been using them lately, but I really only use Raph and Mikey. Yeah. I don't know. If I could go back, would I just buy one? Maybe. I mainly use Mikey, but then I've been playing with April. I've been playing as April a lot. So, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Fortnite. You're getting Leo. Leo's really cool. I think they're spectacular designs. Like, I think they're all cool. You can't go wrong with any of them. A Casey would be dope. Yeah, I mean, maybe if this does super well, they'll do more skins because they like money. I don't know how they judge those things, or if it's like a one-off, but yeah. I will say it is super fun when you're in the game and you get the turtles' weapons. Like, this morning I played a quick game trying to get like the ooze to earn like the battle pass. The Shredder ninjas, that would be dope. You want Loyal Subject to do the Fortnite designs? That would be sweet. I would love to get like figures of the Fortnite things. I think Fortnite, what is that, Hasbro? I think Hasbro does Fortnite figures. Which Hasbro did do the Power Ranger turtles, so I think it's possible. Yeah, I think there's a not 0% chance of getting a Fortnite turtle figure, but I think it'd probably be done by like Hasbro or something. But I don't know how like the action figure rights to Fortnite work out. That's probably like a nightmare to actually do that, like a licensed Fortnite figure, not their own original characters. Have they made any other actual characters out of skins? Hasbro or a third party? I mean, a third party could do whatever the hell, right? That would be sick. Like I have the third party Samurai, not turtles. Like we have Samurai Leo already, but coming soon, very soon, are Donatello and Splinter Samurai turtles. So a third party could certainly do them. That would be awesome. I'd be into that. But I guess we'll see. You know. I think I just rubbed some flock into my eye. That's probably not a good thing to do. Is Yuji? Who is Yuji? Is Yuji like Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like? There's been rumors that there's going to be One Piece skins, which I love me some One Piece. Like I have my Gear 5 Luffy miniatures. So if I could play as Gear 5 Luffy, that would be awesome. Yeah, what the flock indeed. You gotta be flocking kidding me. Which Flocked Splinter is cool. Pretty sweet. I don't know how I feel about Flock in general. But pretty sick figure. I mean, they don't have no in Fortnite. What do you mean? I'm just waiting for 2012 NECA or Loyal Subjects. Looks like Scooby. It does. It could double for Scooby in a pinch. That it's a very specific rat head. Yeah, the 2012 series, you would think they'll get to it eventually, but who knows? You're waiting for Mortal Kombat in Fortnite? That would be sick. That would be super cool. Ugh. Well, folks, sadly, it's time for my glass pumpkin turn into a pumpkin. My glass carriage to turn into a pumpkin, I think is what happens. The Naruto skins again, I was on vacation when it dropped. Yeah, it sucks they don't always have the skins available. They should just always sell the skins. I think it sucks that they're like limited. I get that they're like limited so they want to trick people into them. But after a while, they should just say like they're back, you can buy them again. But there's probably like specific licensing deals they work out, and they probably don't want to be paying royalties all the time. You know what I'm going to get if they add MK? I need Itachi, Naruto, and Kakashi. They need Neji and Rock Lee, though. That'd be cool. My fear with NECA doing 2012 would be I think they would add cell shading. I don't think so, because the cell shading is only a thing on like the cartoon. So these figures would be based on like a CGI cartoon. So I don't think they would do cell shading. Usually they try to be very accurate, so that's why they do like movie stuff or like their comic stuff. So like I don't think they would do cell shading. Sub-Zero would be rad. I would enjoy Sub-Zero. And my beard. You know what's cool about beards? Beards, in person, it looks like more scraggly and you can see like all the ski-wampus hairs. But on video, it kind of just solidifies into like one uniform mass. So, as cool as a beard looks on video, just know that it looks way more messy in person. But, you know, I'm feeling myself, my beard. I don't know how long I'll let it grow. I haven't really trimmed it for a while. But we're already like an inch and a half. But yes, I do have to run, folks. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Today we looked at Scumbug, who's been hiding in the back. We looked at Scumbug and Flocked Splinter, and then we went through the whole wave. Trixart joining back up. But yeah, thank you so much. It's always so fun to hang out with y'all and have a good time. Always. That's why I love unboxing. Like, I love unboxing stuff for the first time on live with everybody and hanging out. So, love you all. It means so much that you want to join and hang out. Check out some toys. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Whatever you do, stay chill. Sunday. Maybe it's already Sunday for you in the world. But yeah, thanks. Yeah, Peace T King. It's always fun seeing you. So, I'm trying to do more regular lives. But yeah, it's tough. But yeah, I love you all. Take care. I'll let you stare into the eyes of Scumbug and just be mesmerized. That is pretty trippy. But yeah, take care, everybody.